Everybody, glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Miami Marlins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Edward Cabrera. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Lane Thomas.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 8, Lane Thomas.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. First pitch, and he just misses. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And starting in this one, Gavin Williams. How about a report on him, Chris?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. To the right side. Throw on to Santana. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And that's in for a strike.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
And ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Nope. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And that's too high. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Dane Myers. Inside. And that is ball 1. There's a strike. In the air, left side. And that is that. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry. Cabrera back to work. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Fry in his second season batting in the cleanup spot. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench waiting for his time to hit.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 2-2. That's inside. Popped up. And it's foul. That one down the line. Stowers takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. In for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. And that one is downstairs. And 1-1. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Ball 2.
No score here in the second.
We got full count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Outside, and that is ball
Take
4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Daniel Schneemann digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I got a ball.
This one in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
2-2 the count.
Santana at first, 1 gone. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Next to hit, Gabriel Arias. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And
That's
downstairs. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 balls.
2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Hill right there to make the grab. And that is that. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. There's the strike. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. That one ripped. That's back there. And it is gone. A shot to the opposite field. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Sanoha will hit next.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball 1 there. 1 on, nobody out. A run in, bottom half of inning number 2. In the dirt, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Graham Pauley getting ready to hit. And that one cutting but missing down low. Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Derek Hill, the next up for the Marlins. And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started, and now Bo Naylor. That one missed. And there's a strike. Fought off foul. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that's outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Will Brennan. Not close with that one. 1-0. Fastball for a strike. There's a strike at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. Now 2-2.
2-2 the count. We got a full count.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Way inside.
That's ball 2. 2-0. Ball 3. Hey!
Runner at second, 2 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time up. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is downstairs. Ground ball right side. Sanoha tosses to first. 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the shortstop, Otto Lopez. And ball that 1. Misses. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Edwards stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Now at the plate, Jesus Sanchez. He reached out a walk his first time. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Lopez, the lead runner, out at second. Edwards on at first with nobody out.
Ball.
This one kicks away a little as
One
he
ball,
can't
one
squeeze
strike.
it. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Knowing that the
ball,
pitcher
two
wants
strike.
a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the
2-2
zone.
count.
Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one in the air, center field. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1.
Dane Myers.
That clips a corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Squirts away a little bit, but no advance from the runners. Runners are at the corners, one away. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a
runner on the go in the
2
dirt.
balls, 2 strikes.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Second and third, one away. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana, and he's out. And now Kyle Stowers. He's already homered here in this one. Into center. Thomas makes a nice running catch. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the DH, David Fry. Swings through that one for strike one.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too.
And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner at second, nobody out. That's towards center. Hill under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that is out of play. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. And that skips in the dirt. That one fouled off, 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias.
Gabriel Arias.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. 2 outs with a runner at third. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball is outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Both Bo Naylor at the plate now. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one is absolutely belted. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they tack on 3. It's 3-2. So 2 down. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. There's a strike. Swings through that.
2. No ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Whips it across. And that is that. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And now the catcher comes up to him. Liam Hicks. And that's outside.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
There's a swing and a miss.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time. Liner, and this could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Hicks headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's set. It's 3-3.
Comes through with the RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Paulie in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball 1.
Sanoja at second with nobody out.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
That's to third. Ramirez. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Back here in Miami, now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Kwan, 27 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. A new pitcher in the game, Jesus Tinoco.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That one way inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here comes Lane Thomas. He is struck out, and he is walked. That's in there. And that's strike one. And that's outside. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Kwan into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Way out front for strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up and in, and it's 3-2. That one to first, and it goes just foul. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Ramirez in the box now, takes strike one. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Gets the call. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And delivers outside. Runners at first and second with one gone. And we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground to the left. Hawley tossed to second, and that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now here's the Marlins DH, Xavier Edwards. Outside with a breaking ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kwan makes the grab, 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Pitch misses, ball 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back according to Ricky Halladay. And the right-hander's 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
It's in and out of his glove, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Check swing, called strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next offering is outside. To third, Ramirez. Marlins set down in order. Back here at Lone Depot Park. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Jansen Junk gets the ball now.
Number 26, Jansen Junk.
Just missed.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers makes the grab, 1 away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
0-2 is the count.
And the righty deals. Nice grab. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
Second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
A sliding stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Tim Herron.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Kyle Stowers now at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
I'm trying to stay golden, I'm playing it open. I keep my mind closed, I can't stand when it's open. It's seeming like praying is a way to get focused. Making life better for family and friends. I know these losers can't stand when we win. I know a list of vultures trying to pick me open, but I'm sitting focused, trying to lift the coach, but I'm feeling hopeless. I've been rhyming for a minute, I've been grinding, trying to get it. Got a lot up on my mind, and I'm trying to make decisions. Get up out my way, I ain't really trying to trouble you. Focus, trying to lift the coach, but I'm feeling hopeless. I've been rhyming, really matter how tall I grow, cause I must be me, that's all I know. Don't be talking reckless, disrespecting.
Bottom of the sixth now, and it'll be a pinch hitter to lead it off. Eric Wagaman. That's in for a strike.
Ball. That's inside.
Just
Ball two.
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he takes a strike.
2-2 to count.
Ripped to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
Liam Hicks.
And there's the strike.
0-1.
Not even close there. 1-1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off-speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
Outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground, a short could be 2. There's 1. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there. His infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one almost got it. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. He goes down looking. Top of inning number 7. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Junk back to work. And that's in for a strike. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And foul ball. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. In the air, right field, pretty well struck, and he misses it. It drops in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cade Smith.
Cade Smith.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill has grounded out a couple of times. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Next offering is in for a strike. Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Lopez swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Xavier Edwards, the next to hit, 1 for 3. There's the strike, 95 of that one. And it's 1-1. Go ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And the count 1-2. And that one is inside. Next offering upstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That one the other way. That's a base hit around third. He will score, and the Marlins have the lead. Now the second run is in, and they lead by 2.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle.
Matt Vesta will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Vesta.
And now Jesus Sanchez. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Marlins do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He thought about third, but won't take the chance and heads back to second. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch just misses.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Up the middle. Throw on to Santana. And there's 2 away. And now for the Marlins, Eric Wagaman. Into left center for a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. 2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0. And there's a rocket into the outfield. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now it's going to be Javier Sanoja. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
Jacob Junis gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these...
Hammer, base hit, coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Hill in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Out to short, Schneemann. They get the force. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering in there for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. Hill going back. And brings it in at the wall. So now the DH spot, David Fry. And that one is in for a strike. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's down 9-4. Now it's the shortstop, Daniel Schneemann. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
That's 3 singles in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
On the ground, Lopez throws to first in time. Bo Naylor will hit next.
Now pitching for
Genesis Cabrera on the pitch here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 9-7. Brennan in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Ball 1, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. In the air to left center. Myers settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in Miami, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Junis, in his 8th season, he features a slider, a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. Next offering is down low. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And there's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third. Ramirez sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jesus Sanchez getting ready to hit. They say a win.
0-1's the count. No, inside.
Falling behind 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So a change being made at first base. And on to run for Miami, Alex Call.
Alex.
And now Dane Myers. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Out to center. Schneemann on the move. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. That one fouled off. Next offering misses down and away. And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. New pitcher on now, Anthony Bender. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Anthony.
Hit on the ground to short.
Bender.
Gets it to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
The Guardians down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.